That puppy's eyes are like two beautiful brown marbles shining in the sun. What a cute puppy. In that sentence, there was a simile. Can you identify it? On today's lesson, all about similes. So when we return, get ready to learn. Welcome back. So were you able to identify the simile? Before we review that sentence again, let's go over the definition of a simile. A simile is when you're comparing two ideas or two things using the word like or using the word as. Similes are considered figurative language. Authors use similes to make their work more lively and make the reader be able to imagine it better in their minds, the situation. Speakers use similes also for the same reason, to be able to imagine something better in your mind. So now let's review the sentence. That puppy's eyes are like two beautiful brown marbles shining in the sun. What a cute puppy. Were you able to identify the simile? If you said that puppy's eyes are like two beautiful brown marbles, that is the simile. It's comparing the puppy's eyes to brown marbles, and it used the word like. Now I'm going to give you a few other sentences, and you are going to identify the simile in that sentence. Here's your first sentence. I like pizza. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds. Where's the simile in that sentence? Waiting. If you can't identify the simile, it's because there is none. There's no simile in I like pizza. Yes, there's the word like in the sentence, but there's no comparison. Remember, a simile has to have a comparison, and it either has to use the word like or as. But with no comparison, it's just a regular statement. It's just a regular sentence. So I like pizza was a regular statement. Okay, next one. My sister's room is like an obstacle course. I really don't like being in there. Can you identify the simile in that sentence? The simile is, my sister's room is like an obstacle course. It's a simile because it's comparing my sister's room to an obstacle course, and it used the word like. Therefore, it's a simile. Now, an author can say, my sister's room is messy, and I guess that would be fine. But to say my sister's room is like an obstacle course makes it so much more vivid in my mind. I can picture it better. I can picture toys on the floor. I can picture perhaps clothes on the floor. It's much more lively. That's why similes can be important when you're thinking of writing. Now that you're becoming more familiar with similes, let me give you some statements and see if you could convert them into similes. Here's the first one. When the class was taking a test, they were very quiet. Now, is there a way you can take that statement and convert it into a simile so it's more vivid and a person can imagine it better in their minds how quiet the class was? Think about it. I have one. When the class was taking a test, they were as quiet as a mouse. I picture now more vividly in my mind how quiet the class must have been. And that's a simile because it's comparing a class to a mouse, and it used the word as. Therefore, it's a simile. Okay, next statement. See if you can transition this into a simile. Jenny is a fast runner. Now, is there a way you could take that sentence and convert that into a simile to make it more vivid and more imaginative in the person's mind? Did you get one? Here's mine. When Jenny races, she's as fast as a cheetah. To me, that's really making me understand how fast Jenny really is. And that's a simile because it's comparing Jenny to the speed of a cheetah, which we know is fast, and it used the word as. Therefore, it's a simile. Okay, here's your last statement. When Antonio tripped in front of his classmates, he was embarrassed. Can you transition that and convert that into a simile? Here's the sentence I created. When Antonio tripped in front of his classmates, his cheeks looked like the color of red roses. Well, there you have it. That's a simile, and to me, I really can picture in my mind how embarrassed he was when his face turned red. And that's a simile because it's comparing Antonio's color of his cheeks to the color of red roses, and it used the word like. So now we've finished for today's tutorial. I hope you now understand similes, and please subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back with more lessons on figurative language and other language arts concepts. Similes make me smile. Don't confuse the spelling.